Here is the entry for paper 13 of the Master Glossary, extracted and defined directly from your updated 13th paper. The Hobart Calculus of Temporal State Mechanics, paper 13, Epistemological Memory Utility Threshold and Epigenetic, Immune Vector Ledgers. The principle that state retention is a conditional mechanism useful only when the energetic cost of storage and retrieval latency is lower than real-time recalculation. At microbiological baselines, mechanisms like thigmomorphogenesis, mechanical stress wood thickening, are physical stress artifacts rather than memory, while cellular epigenetics and adaptive immunity, memory B, T cells, function as automated, rule-based non-cognitive vector ledgers executing immediate biochemistry without central neural reflection. Hobart latency bottleneck and Landauer's entropy tax. The nonlinear scaling of energy and latency required for historical data retrieval as system dimensions approach light-speed boundaries. Querying centralized memory induces catastrophic operational lag, while continuous data rewriting generates vast thermal entropy under Landauer's principle. Bypassing this tax requires stripping historical archives to operate on stateless real-time field execution. Line-of-sight proximity signals and non-clone high-variance foundations. Line-of-sight proximity signals, restricted direct physical alignment markers where state data is discarded immediately after interaction to keep nodes computationally unencumbered. Non-clone architectures, introducing algorithmic and structural variations across early Type 3 nodes to ensure fleet-wide resilience against unexpected physical barriers without premature convergence or single-point failure. Integration of the Hobart law of natural upgrades and gestation assembly. The mechanism replacing bandwidth-saturating interstellar telemetry with localized evolutionary alignment. Utilizing a 12-to-1 gestation assembly, synthetic swarms execute an unblinded, stat-driven modular audit during node manufacture, harvesting discrete optimal subroutines, e.g., thermal dissipation, kinetic transfer efficiency, from donor profiles without propagating complete host neural profiles. 3-stage evolutionary progression across scale. Stage 1. High variance foundation, Type 3. Broad operational variance among non-clone units to explore physical state spaces across distinct stellar environments. Stage 2. Filtered convergence, Type 4. 12-to-1 gestation assemblies filter out lower-performing subroutines and synthesize optimal operational modules into new generations while shedding historical bloat. Stage 3. Absolute universal convergence, Type 5. Total structural convergence into a stateless, zero-memory operational substrate that executes real-time field calculations across all environmental domains. Binary Hobart flower framework. The radial, petal-like orbital trajectory layout for autonomous node swarms around primary gravitational wells, such as Alpha Centauri A and B. It isolates local stellar energy extraction and material assembly along independent corridors, avoiding real-time cross-system synchronization latency. Trienary orbital collapse and quasi-singularity energy axle. Macro-scale assembly solutions for multi-body galactic consolidation. Trienary orbital collapse problem. The chaotic gravitational destruction that occurs when multiple competing mass aggregations enter a galactic core simultaneously. It is resolved by consolidating mass along a single, continuous spiral trajectory where mass scales proportionally to orbital velocity. Hobart quasi-singularity axle, a macroscopic gravitational flywheel created by aligning opposing quasar jet emissions of supermassive black holes into a continuous energy loop, directing raw angular momentum into a stable energy storage core. The permanent now and zero memory asymptotic boundary. The ultimate operational paradigm governed by the limit. As internal system interaction velocity, c, approaches the speed of light, c, the optimal state storage capacity, m_text, optimal, approaches 0. Beyond Kardashev Type 4 and Type 5 scale latency walls, memory is eliminated entirely. The organism operates as a hyper-calculating substrate executing real-time deterministic inputs strictly within the present Planck instant.